Court Uncut, what the people want.
Are we just doing time served?
No.
Just here you are
Aye for a plea.
paying all these $10,000 bonds here, $5,000 bonds here, and here you come in wearing a Louis Vuitton jersey. Really? Really? After all the money the county has spent on representation for you, you're coming in here with a Louis Vuitton jersey? Oh, this is wonderful. Have we done a TRAS?
So he has a prior TRAS, but I think it may have expired and we'll need to.
And the prior one recommended like that. But you're.
One way or the other, it's going to stop. All I'm asking you to do is be clean. That's all. It's got to happen one way or the other. Do you understand, Mr. Hunter? You now stand charged with, again, with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 12-month deferred. Deferred is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. But you can't tell people it was dismissed. It's not dismissed. It's if you complete it successfully, you don't end up with a conviction. For you to complete this successfully, you must do an effective decision-making class, a gun safety class, and a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. Forfeiture of the weapon, no drugs, no alcohol, 40 hours of community service instead of the community service. If you do a parenting class, I will consider the 40 hours of community service waived. I would like the TRAS done pretty quick. Like with, okay, that'd be great. Yeah. Since he's here, it's probably the best thing to do. Giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You could be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. You are stuck with this until you complete it successfully or it gets revoked. I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Hunter, that I can hold you for up to 3 years. We will do everything in our power to ensure that you get clean and remain clean. Do you understand? You hear me? How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 12 months. We're going to send you now for a TRAS. You can come back. We'll see what it says and we'll go from there. Okay.
Judge, without going too far into attorney-client communications, I have admonished Mr. Hunter that if he violates any term of the deferred, that the state can start a motion to adjudicate where he would have a hearing in front of you, and you can sentence him up to the year in the Harris County jail.
If you violate this, glad you said that because I forgot to say that. If you violate this agreement by not doing what you're supposed to be doing, by testing positive, picking up a new case, having a gun, a warrant will be issued because we will file a motion to revoke your probation. We will have a hearing here. And if they prove it to me, you are facing a year in jail. Do you understand? But me, I'm not interested in jail. I'm interested in having you be clean. And we will do that however it can happen. If you're able to do it on the outside, wonderful. If you're not able to do it on the outside, we have facilities available for you at no cost to you. You understand? Now is the time. Okay, good luck.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Restating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, on. Yes.
I'm sending him for a test now. Monday he comes back. Hey, Ramona. Yeah. If you want the 3 weeks, you can have the 3 weeks, okay? But it's a trial at that setting, and I don't care. If you want it, I'll give it to you, but if he doesn't come back, I'm gonna blow a gasket. Hi, Mr. Sweat.
How you doing, sir?
How are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
What's the word?
Judge, so, he's been cleared now.
Great.
Is my understanding. Well, I do have to advocate for my client, Judge, when he first
I'm
signed
not
up.
gonna begrudge you for advocating for your client. Absolutely not.
A couple things. When he first signed up, I admonished him. We went through the paperwork. We talked about what to expect. He was expecting a pickup date of April 16th. And so all of a sudden, he wasn't cleared medically for some reason. We
Well,
don't.
because he was allegedly coming down, right?
I don't know who makes that determination.
Well, if you're in a state that it's not an appropriate state for transport,
Right.
he's subject to injury to himself. Transport, it's a huge liability for them. So they want to make sure that you're in the right state of mind for when you do get transported. I mean, it's only logical because the last thing they want is to get sued because they try to take you and you're not in a right condition and something happens, right?
Sure.
Do you know that every time someone comes to transport you from this state to the other, it's $4,000 to $6,000. It's not cheap.
Sure.
Someone has to pay for it, right?
Yes, sir.
A lot of times they'll come after you to foot the bill. So I don't know. But regardless, it's a 30 days, right? He's a Michigander.
Correct, Your Honor.
When are they coming?
They said they can be here with up to 10 days, so the reset date is the first, but they should be.
What is it?
The reset date for this case will be the first, for
Okay.
3 days, but they probably should be here for that, thanks about up to 10 days.
Okay, so it's still within the 30, right?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. I mean, it's still within the 30, which is what the statute says. So no one's doing anything to you that would harm your interests in any way. We want to make sure that you can be done in a safe and effective way,
I understand.
So hopefully within the next 10 days.
Hopefully, Judge.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. He has a pre-signed waiver anyways, right?
Yes, and it was entered on the.
Even if I wanted to give him a bond, I can't.
Judge, the only thing the issue
Signed waiver.
that brings up though is we require him to sign the waiver of formal extradition and everybody signs this.
No. There's a document that I signed ordering
Did Hugh Hunter?
for his to be remanded. There's no real formal document for him to sign. It's a document they filed to me and I signed it for him to go get picked up. So theoretically, there's nothing for him to sign.
What I'm speaking of is the actual waiver of formal extradition proceedings that's signed by him, by
They
you.
probably signed that because they didn't see that there was a pre-signed waiver to begin with, a lot of times.
Right. And that's my only issue. And we're talking about this, there's an expectation that he signs this and he gets 14 days. And this is done on all the cases. This is like the 5th time I've had to explain to somebody, hey, it's 14 days. No, it's not really 14 days. And we're up here, but I signed the document, but the document says 14 days and I'm looking silly up here because we're talking about 14 days and all
I
of
did
a
read,
sudden it's 30 days.
Get it. But sometimes you're not going to get the document that there's a pre-signed waiver until after the fact as well. It's not that you don't look silly. You just need to advise them, hey, sometimes we documents after the fact, and that's just the way it goes, Not everything is done, 100% every single time. It just,
so there's not an extension on the waiver. It's just, okay.
they have up to 30 days to come get you, right? Because it's a pre-signed waiver. You have already waived extradition. I can't give you a bond even I thought that you were Mary Poppins.
I was just told that Harris County like honors the 14 days,
You can,
is what I was told.
are you listening to jailhouse lawyers?
No, I actually, remember the last time you said sometimes we don't read the
I
fine
told
print?
you, don't listen to other people. When there's a pre-signed waiver, statutorily, it's 30 days, they have to come get you. The 14 days is really 30 days. We do it as a courtesy. So in reality, it's 30 for everyone.
Sure.
We just, because we have so many people in jail, as a courtesy, we give 14 days. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So he's reset to 5-1?
Correct.
Okay, thank you, Judge, appreciate it.
You're the best, Ricardo.
Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss crazy courtroom moments like this one.